Haftarah for the second day of Passover. 2 Kings chapter 23, verse 1 through 9 and 21 to 25. Hftrh, Lium Shani Shol Pasach, Bumlakim, Beit Simon, Kaf Demel. And the king sent, and they gathered unto him all the elders of Judah and Jerusalem. And the king went up into the house of God as a verb and noun, and all the men of Judah and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem with him, and the priests and the prophets and all the people, both small and great. And he read in their ears all the words of the book of the covenant, which was found in the house of God as a verb and noun. And the king stood by a pillar and made a covenant before God as a verb and noun to walk after increasing existence and to keep his commandments and his testimonies and his statutes with all their heart and all their soul, to perform the words of this covenant that were written in this book. And all the people stood to the covenant. Some congregations commence here. Nuknut, Qaslut, Machilis, Kahan. And the king commanded Hilkiah, the high priest, and the priests of the second order, and the keepers of the door, to bring forth out of the temple of God as a verb and noun all the vessels that were made for Baal, and for the grove, and for all the host of heaven. And he burned them without Jerusalem in the fields of Kidron, and carried the ashes of them unto Bethel. Now, see, it's not God commanding that anybody be cremated. It's some king commanding it. And he put down the idolatrous priests whom the kings of Judah had ordained to burn incense in the high places in the cities of Judah, and in the places round about Jerusalem, them also that burned incense unto Baal, to the sun, and to the moon, and to the planets, and to all the host of heaven. And he brought out the grove from the house of God as a verb and noun without Jerusalem unto the brook Kidron, and burned it at the brook Kidron, and stamped it small to powder, and cast the powder thereof upon the graves of the children of the people. And he brake down the house of the Sodomites that were by the house of God as verb and noun, where the women wove tents for the grove. A place of gay sex and sewing? That's a odd combination, right? And he brought all the priests out of the cities of Judah, and defiled the high places where the priest had burned incense, from Geba to Beersheba, and brake down the high places and the gates that were in the entering in of the gate of Yahusha, the governor of the city, which were on a man's left hand, and the gate of the city. Nevertheless, the priests of the high places came not up to the altar of God as a verb and noun in Jerusalem, but they did eat of the unleavened bread among their brethren. And the king commanded all the people, saying, Keep the Passover unto God as a verb and noun, your God, as it is written in the book of this covenant. Surely there was not holden such a Passover from the days of the judges that judged Israel, nor in all the days of the kings of Israel, nor the kings of Judah. So obviously, what was the word covenant? The scripture up to that date that they had in their collection. But in the 18th year of King Josiah, wherein this Passover was holden to God as a verb and noun in Jerusalem. Moreover, the men of familiar spirits and the wizards and the images and the idols and all the abominations that were spied in the land of Judah and in Jerusalem did Josiah put away, that he might perform the words of the law which were written in the book that Hilkiah the priest found in the house of God as verb and noun. And like unto him was there no king before him that turned to God as a verb and noun with all his heart, and with all his soul, and with all his might, according to all the law of Moses. Neither after him arose there any like him. The last blessings, page 140 over here, and we'll get into that in a further program, right? And we have Surr Berkut Runut Wiasa Ziyatha 110. Okay. Wishlich Hamluk Wiaspu Al Yukul Zakni Yahuda Jerusalem we al Hamluk Beit Yahweh Wakul Ishi Huda Wakul Yashbi Jerusalem Atu Wakahnim Wahnabyaim Wakul Ham Lam Qathan Wad Gadul Wikra Bazniham Atkul Debris Super Habrit Hanmatza Bamait Yahwa We Amd Hamluk Al Hamud Wikrt At Habrit Alabni Yahwa Lelkat Atcher Yahwa Wul Shuber Matsutu Wat Adutu Wat Chuktu Buckle Lib Wubkul Dipch Lahkim At Debri Habrit Hazat Haktabim Al Hasper Hazah We Amd Kol Ham Bebrit Witsu Hamluk At Hulkihu Hakun Hagdul Wat Kahni Hamshana Wat Shmri Hasif Lahwatsya Mahyilk Yahweh Atkul Haklim Hashwim Libal Wal Ashra Wal Kul Tba Hashmim Wishrapam Machuts Jerusalem Bashtamut Qadrun Wansha At Apram Beit Al Washabit At Hak Marim Asher Natnu Mulki Yahuda Hftrh Bemut Bauri Yahuda Wamsabi Jerusalem, what Hemkathrim, Labal, Leshmush, Wol Yurch, Wol Muzlut, Wol Kul Tba, Hashmim, Witza, at Hftrh, Mabit Yahweh, Machutz, Jerusalem al Nichel, Qadrun, Wishref, Atah, Benchul, Qadrun, Widuk, Lapur, Wishluk, at Apra, al Qubr, Beni Ham, Witutz, at Bati, Hakdashim, Asher, Beit Yahweh, Asher, Hanshim, Argut, Shem, Batim, Lashra, Weba, at Kul, Hekanim, Mari, Yehuda, Withma, at Hebmut, Asher, Qthru, Shema, Hekhanim, Mugba, Al-Bar, Shib'ah, Wuntuts, at Bamut, Hesharim, Asher, Pentateuch, Shar, Yehud, Shah, Shur, Hayer, Asher, Al, Shemal, Ish, Bashar, Hayer, Akla, Yalu, Kahni, Habmut, Al, Mizbach, Yahweh, Jerusalem, Ki, Aklu, Matsut, Matuk, at Chi, Witsu, Hamluk, at Kul, Lamer, Ashu, Psuch, Lehwa, al Hikam, Kahtub, al Sipper, Hebrit, Hasa, Kila, Nasha, Kpsuch, Hasa, Mimi, Hesh, Pathim, Asher, Shipthu, at Yashral, Wakul, Yami, Mulki, Yashral, Wamluki, Yehudah, Ki Bushmana, Ashra, Shana, Lamluk, Yash, Yahu, Nahsha, Hapsach, Hasa, Lehwa, Jerusalem, Wakam, at Habut, what Hid Anim, what Hetrapium, what Hagolim, what Kul Heshkatsium, Asher, Nurau, Bars Yehuda, Wabirushalam, Bar Yashahu, Lamhan, Hakim, at Debri, Hftrh, Hektibium, al Hesper, Asher, Matzah, Chultiahu, Hekhan, Beit Yahweh, Wakmahu, Lahya, Lepnu, Malak, Asher, Shub, El Yahweh, Bakul, Lebu, Wabkul, Napshu, Wabkul, Madu, Kakul, Turt, Masha, Watch, you, Laqam, Bamhu, and see, I don't know. It could be what chew you. I'm just not sure what those last letters are for certain. Yud and Wow makes the most sense. Shar is a sense of roughness. Shawr is the word for barley.